Hi everyone. I am thinking about the idea of community today. That is a word that may be familiar for some of you and a new word for others. If you want, pause the video for a moment and talk with your family about what community means to you. The word community means the people around you, either people who live really close to you or those who like or do the same things as you. A community can be a place like the city of Hamilton or the street where you live, or even family and friends around you. When things are good, it is our communities that we want to share our happiness with. And when things are hard, our communities come together to help everyone get through it. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite paintings to use on a gallery tour. It is called Agreeable Meeting and was painted by Blair. I will tell you more about the painting and the artist in a bit, but first I'd like you to spend some time looking. Very often when we look at art, we look really fast and don't take the time to really see the details. So today I want everyone to practice. This is a fun activity to do with your family, so work together to see what everyone can find. To start, let's make a list of all the things you see in the painting, kind of like a shopping list. Try and look at the whole painting and notice the small details too. See if you can find something that no one else notices. You can write the things down on a list if you want, or just say them out loud. Press pause on your screen to hold the image in place, and when you feel like you've got everything on your list, press play to get started again. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. I bet that everyone started with the three main characters, a man, a woman, and a dog. Sometimes grown-ups miss the dog at first, but my school groups always see it. All three are standing on a stone bridge over a river. Did you guess that it was a bridge? There is a wagon, and the man has his foot on it. Did you notice anything on the wagon? If you look carefully, you'll see an empty bag. Also, the woman is holding a basket full of eggs and doing something with her hands. Now let's look a little closer. Do you think the man and the woman know each other? What do you see in the painting that makes you think so? If you are watching with your family, take a moment to act this picture out with someone. Notice how closely the two people are standing together. I think they feel pretty comfortable together. Do you think these are people from today or from a long time ago? Again, what do you see in the painting that makes you think so? When I'm trying to figure out the answer to questions like this, I always like to look at the clothes the people are wearing. Do the adults in your house dress like this? Do your teachers come to school in these clothes? For most of you, probably not, and I think we'd be pretty safe saying this shows people from a long time ago. In fact, this painting was made in 1893 and shows people in clothing from right around that time. We can also take some other clues from other items and other activities we see in the painting. I think farms today look quite different from this. When you were looking at the painting, did you notice other people that were included as well? On the left side of the painting, we see a woman taking cows to drink from the river, and on the right side, we see a woman hanging laundry. We also see a large house in the distance on the right side. Now back to our main characters. The man looks like he has stopped on his way somewhere with his empty wagon and empty sack. His sleeves are rolled up and his shoes look well worn. It looks like the woman is going somewhere too with her basket full of eggs. She is wearing an apron, but there is also a little bit of lace on her collar and she's wearing a pretty button or a brooch. Now, what do you think they are talking about? Do you think they are happy to have met? What do you see in the painting that makes you say that? The truth is that this painting does not show us an actual event, but the artist has used a few tricks to make us feel like this is a particular moment in time. Look at the facial expressions of the two people and the way they're moving their hands. See what other clues you can find. And what do you think the dog is doing? To tell you a little bit more about the painting, I need to tell you about the artist first. Blair was born in Hamilton and grew up wanting to be an artist. As a young man, he moved to France to learn to paint from some of the best artists he knew of. He lived in France and other parts of Europe for most of the rest of his life, only coming home to visit twice. We know from photos that the woman in the painting looks just like his wife, and we believe that he used his own face for the man as well. The place that we see in the painting is real too. It's a small village in France where the artist first met his wife, though not on a bridge, and where they later lived for a while. How do you feel when you look at the painting? I feel very comfortable, as if this is a warm and friendly place. The artist has used light, warm colors in the landscape and in the people, and we can easily imagine that we are standing on the bridge too. We see the back wall of the bridge, but not the front. The artist has invited us right into the scene. So what does this painting have to do with community? As I said at the beginning, the word community refers to the people who are closest to us. This painting shows some elements of a rural community from over 100 years ago. This community would have depended on each other to live, some people farming and providing food for others, while other people had different jobs. Most everyday things that they needed would have come from within the community. Now think about your community now. I'm sure it looks very different than this, and we have access to many things from all over the world for our daily lives, but we still have very important connections with the people around us. Your family, your neighbors, and the people who love and work in your community all play important roles in your life, and this time offers us a great opportunity to think about where and with whom we live. Thank you for joining me today to talk about this painting, and tune in next week when we'll be looking at another important artwork from the Art Gallery of Hamilton.